Hey, good day, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing great, having a great day, having a great week. Happy Thursday. Um, Today is Thursday. So for the day, I took a loss of $40. Nothing too big. Traded here and there. Made a few mistakes. So I'll just quickly review the market first, and after that, we're gonna look at the trades which I did. So overall, the markets, as I've been pounding that we are still pretty good in the market cycle in terms of the bullishness in the market is pretty apparent, right? I mean, all the dips get bought. We are still hanging on to this 20-day moving average. A weekly, monthly time frame is still pretty strong. Let me just show you the monthly one, making it a lot easier to understand. Um, so let's see. So on the monthly, we are right up there, right? I mean, even if it pulls back to 220, that would be a big dip, but it's still viable dip, right? So let's look at the trades I did today. Some poor stocks. I would say poor trade selection rather than stock selection. So one name I traded was PULM. Traded it yesterday as well. If you look on the daily chart, you can see there's an apparent momentum in the name, which is just crazy momentum on it, right? I mean, since this is which day? Um, since February the 2nd, the momentum on it has just been crazy, right? So here's what my thought process was. I mean, this stock with this push up, then had 1, 2, 3, 4 days up, then we had a pull back. Traded yesterday. I tried to trade it today as well. One mistake which I probably did and should actually correct myself is not to buy on the third bar up. So I was looking at the 1 minute chart right when the market opened. So we had this push up and then it went sideways. So this is when I actually got in at around 440. Yeah, about $440 level, right? So I got in around 440 and didn't really capture this whole big move. It went to what, almost $6. So I was not involved in the whole name. I actually got out. Got around 438, got out at 463.57. Now, one thing which happened was it kind of shook me out. There was a one big dip that I know of. So this was the up move, and I got in over here on this on the break. It went up to 470, 670 something, and then it had this dip. Now this dip actually scared me a bit. Now the stock has been up pretty big on the daily chart, so I thought, you know what, this might actually roll over. Which it didn't. I mean, the dip actually got bought up over here and actually ran through 6. So could have improved a bit on in terms of profit taking, right? I had 800 shares after I took out 400, 600 shares. Could have left 200 shares and see what could have done. So I was up about 150, $160. One mistake I did was I was looking at this chart on the let me just show you on the 5 minute chart, right? Now this stock went from $4 to $6, pulled back. So in terms of the trade, this would have been a decent entry, right? 3 bar down and then a move up all the way from what 550 all the way to 675. Now I was looking for this to actually start going if it starts going over the $7 mark, right? So I was thinking that, you know what, if this stock were to break the $7, then this stock can actually start ripping. So one mistake I did was I actually entered it before the break of 7. So I entered in this candle, hoping that the fourth candle is gonna break, but fourth candle highly unlikely is gonna break, right? And I traded a bit too. Uh, the size was on it was way too big. On 800 shares, I got in at 693, waiting for the break of 7, which didn't happen, and I took about a 26-cent loss. So I actually went from up 160 to negative, right? The only reason being is I took the size too big, right? I was playing something out of my league. If I would have traded a bit smaller, then I would have been able to manage my risk a bit better. But I went too big, too fast, and the size just actually killed me. So if you're trading, if you're brand new, or if you've traded for a while, you would always know that, you know what, When things are good, your size, the trade size can actually work for you, but when things go south, that can actually hit you pretty bad. So, which it did for me. I mean, I went from positive 160 to actually negative, what, negative a couple of maybe 70, $80. Then I took this trade on RL. RL, let's see, Ralph Lauren. So on the daily chart, if you look at it, screw it up on here. I think there was some news about firing of the CEO and not agreeing with the management and something like that. So it actually gapped below all of this $9 level, right? So it gapped up down to $80 level. Now the move would have been better in the morning if I had some time, but I was looking at the PLUM. So what I was really looking at is for this one to actually start break over here, right? I mean, if I take this line, draw it over here. So I just see, let me just pull it up all the way over here. Changes. So my first attempt was back on around 1250. Actually, this one was a trade which I entered instead of shorting. I actually went long. The real trade was on this one, the 1251, when I shorted 7701. So if we look at 1250, we're looking at somewhere over here, right? This, so yeah, so I was shorting it over here, hoping for this to actually break down and roll over, which it actually didn't. What it really did was it went down under 77 for like 8 cents. It went as low as 76.92, and then it actually quickly read back and actually took my took the loss, right? So my short on 77, what is that? 7701, I quickly covered a 7720, so it took about $40 loss. Like $40-50 loss is containable. Anything more than that, journey gets out of hand. So when I saw this break again, which is around 3:30 or something, and I got an alert, and I quickly jumped back in on this. One thing I could have done is actually held it because this went all the way to 76.18, right? So from 77 to 76.18, that's a good 70-cent move. So on 200 shares, that's $140. So I could have gone green on the day. But you know what? This was just a struggle on here. So I actually took it out at 76.65. So ended up with negative $40. So not a really a positive day, but one thing that two things that I really want to highlight is, let me just open my notepad on here. So two things really. First of all is don't trade too big, right? If you trade too big, sometimes it might work, but at times when it doesn't work, you can really get crushed, right? For example, today you saw me take a pretty 26-27 cent loss on 800 shares. So that's pretty big, right? Or even more. That's why I went negative. But once I went negative, now once I started playing my own spot of trading small and trying to manage my loss, that actually helped me to come back as, I mean, positive. I mean, negative $40, right? I mean, I took a 40-cent loss over here, and then I quickly made back some decent gains on here. Um, so trading small size is gonna work. Now, if you have a bigger account, chances are small is gonna be a relative number for you. For you, it might be $1,000. For me, when I'm trading a $4,000 account, $100 is as much as I'm willing to lose. If you guys like my trading journey and the transparency that I'm showing you day in, day out, please do like and subscribe the video. It's gonna make me motivated to make more for you guys. And hopefully you guys understand that trading journey is not positive every day. There is gonna be some struggles, but then that's what you gotta learn from it, right? Once again, if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. Have a good one.